Hi guys, welcome back for another video, and today I want to share with you my latest DIY. It's a traveler's notebook that I have created myself. I have created a traveler's notebook, the inserts, everything I have in here and that you will be seeing is something that I have done myself, therefore you can be doing it on your own at home, and it didn't cost that much. I'm not using leather. I am using the usual carpet material that I have spoken about in many of my previous DIY videos for the traveler's notebook. I have also videos showing you how you can do this traveler's notebook. It's step by step on how to do the cover, and the inserts are very simple. It just takes a little bit of planning how to do them, and just planning how many papers you will need, if you are doing a planner insert, what type of days you will be covering, so on and so forth. It just takes a little bit of calculations to do. What I can say before I take you into this beautiful and very beautiful, as you can see, traveler's notebook, it's chunky as I like them to be, and I will be taking you through each and every booklet and tell you what I have planned and what I'm doing and how I reinforced even this stitching here and here. What I have done, the first things that I've done is I have decided on what type of booklets I wanted. So I wanted a planner insert that was going to be a day per page. So this is in the regular size. Let me show you better. This is in the regular size, and I wanted to have a day per page. So when I open this, this will be a day. The second page will be another day and another day. I will be writing down the days, the dates for each day later on. So I said, okay, the next thing is I'm going to have a planner, which is a day per page. And then I am going to have a to-do booklet, a projects booklet, a notes booklet, a miscellaneous booklet, the planner, as I said, and at the front of the traveler's notebook, I'm gonna have a brain dump because I can't live without the brain dump. So the first thing that you need to do is decide what inserts you are going to put into your planner. That's number one. How many booklets you need, because according to each insert is a booklet. So I wanted a traveler's notebook that could hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 booklets. So I made a cover with just seven strings. I left one, which is in the middle, one which I am not going to put a booklet on, but I am going to put a folder, so that if I do have loose papers to put, they will come in the middle and I will still have a string available for it to put it there. So when you are going to create your planner insert, which is obviously has to cover 365 days, I said I'm going to calculate it, and I'm going to have 4 booklets, therefore for each and every season, or on the other side it could be 3 months for each booklet. And I said, okay, for a whole year I would need 100 pages, which would be 100 pages on each side. So I can have 100 divided by 4, and it will be enough for 3 months of each booklet. So to explain it better, if this is one booklet, I had 100 A5 pages that when you fold them, for each page folded will give you 1, 2 side, and 3 and 4. So from each page, each A5 page, I would have 4 sides, because when you fold it like this to have a booklet, you will end up have 2 sides on this part and 2 sides on this part. So with 100 A5 pages, you can cover a whole year of planner inserts. Then I just got those 100 pages. I resized them to be good for a regular size notebook insert for my fauxdori. And it was, I believe, 21.5 centimeters when you just take the measurements like this. When you open it up, it's 21.5 centimeters. I folded them, I stapled them, and then when they were folded, I just cut them to one size to have the same size. And I just covered with simple paper, cardboard paper, cardstock paper, whatever paper you want to put, just to make a cover. And I have put a tab. So with 100 A5 pages that you then divide them into 4 booklets, you will cover the whole year of inserts for your planner. So here there is just one insert for the planner, but when those 3 months will finish, I will just grab the other booklet, remove this one, and put it instead of the other one. As I said, I have the first 3 months of the year into the traveler's notebook, and I have the second 3 months, the third 3 months, and the fourth and last 3 months of the year into another booklet. And these are the booklets I have prepared, which will remain loose until they just get used. This was just some paper from the stash I had. They got stapled, as I said, and I formed the booklets with the tabs. So I'm going on to the traveler's notebook. As you have seen in many of my videos about traveler's notebooks, I have been using a carpet material. I call it carpet material because it's material that they use to cover the parquet. I always purchase a roll of it, which is quite big, and I think I have enough material even to do 20 or something in those ranges of traveler's notebook, because I purchased 1 meter, and 1 meter of it is 17 euros. And I've just seen when I went there to buy new material, this beautiful pink, and I really loved it. So I decided to purchase a piece of it and make my traveler's notebook. I can't link down below any of that because I purchased it locally, but I'm sure that you can be able to find some cheap leather or some material. You just have to go into a shop that sells carpets or sells material to cover the parquet, because that's what it is. I've done my notebook, and then I went over to do the inserts. One note about the cover is that I've done a lot of these, and every time the stitching here was bending the fabric, and I was never happy about it. I ended up doing 4 or 5 of this cover, and I was never happy about it. I removed the threading many times. I did not make it too much sturdy, and I was changing constantly to try to find a solution for it, and I never did. So the end of it was that before I even punched the holes for the threading to go through, I covered it with tape, fabric tape, transparent fabric tape, and you can see it here. I got it from eBay. It is used to repair tents and camping material, but I will be linking down below the tape that I've got. It's very good. I've used it for many different types of traveler's notebooks that I have created, and as you can see, there is no bending in the fabric. It stays perfectly aligned with the booklets that there are. So that's enough on the tape. Now let's go on to the booklets. And I've done, as I said, a brain dump notebook. This is its cover, and this is plain paper, plain A5 paper, obviously cut to size. And here I can just scribble, write whatever I want. I always need a brain dump, and I have explained the reasons why in many of my videos. This is the first 3 months of the year, and it is my planner. All my inserts for the planner are in pink, and I love them. And they do even give a nice color when you just see it from the top, and you can recognize your insert immediately. So this is the calendar. I will be later on, just when I decide when I'm going to use this, write myself the dates. I have done it already with open planners, so it's not the first time that I have to jot down 365 days onto paper, but that's okay. I will have a whole page for my appointments and to-dos, and it will be very good for me. Then the second booklet is my to-do, and I just used a cardstock paper to cover it in sky blue. I like the colors, and I'm using a grid paper notebook. Also, I purchased these in A5 size, then I cut them, staple them, and create my inserts. So I wanted to create the list where I can have the box here in color, and when the thing gets done, I just shade the box, and I really like to shade them up, so it makes me even feel good about it. As my projects, I covered the booklet with this nice cardstock paper, and I have decided that I am going to use plain paper to track my projects, because I can just put the name of the project and put the nitty-gritty details about every project that I have to do. The next booklet is notes, and this is very different the way I covered it, because what I have done is I had multiple covering paper, which was like a wrapping paper, and I have purchased a stash of these, and I didn't know how am I going to use them. So what I did was I folded them in two. I cut it, and the cover is made actually of this side like this, and of the other side like this, and they made the cover to the booklet for my notes, which is also in plain paper. And I said this is good because when I open the folded cover, I can put here sticky notes, and they will stick, because it's like I don't know how I can say it. It's a very shiny paper, and the sticky notes will attach themselves very, very well to this. And if I have something to also as notes, I can put here all the sticky notes, and I have a bit of more space to put them on. So I have plain paper for my note booklet, and the last one is my miscellaneous, and this is also plain paper. You can use lined paper, you can use whatever you feel like that you want to put, but I know myself, as for notes, as for projects, and as for my miscellaneous, I usually want to grab a pen and write whatever I have to write without being forced to follow the lines or whatever that might be. So this traveler's notebook, this faux traveler's notebook, it's a little bit chunky, but my plan here and for it, and the reason why I have created it, is that I want to try to have a traveler's notebook as my one and only system for a particular year, and see how I feel with it. Because lately I have been using a bullet journal, a planner, a file of X planner, and multiple other notebooks as usual, and as it happens every single year. So I never tried having as a planner a traveler's notebook, and I want to see whether I can go with it and whether I can feel good with it. I have seen so many videos on YouTube about a traveler's notebook. They sometimes call it my one book July, but I don't think it is a one book, because it has many other books, but it can be a concept about a one book. And my thought over this was I wanted to have a beautiful color that I love, that can instigate me to use just one notebook, one traveler's notebook, whatever, to see how it goes, to see how I would be feeling, and how I would be feeling if I had to use it for a complete year. So I try to include all the inserts that I could find, and that I am currently carrying into my Filofax A5 that I have for this year, which is very heavy. It has been becoming heavier by the day because I have a lot of things going on. And so this is my way forward. Instead of purchasing the expensive things that I usually have, this is my way forward about how I created a DIY planner. It didn't cost me that much. I think everything costed me, I don't know, 25 euros, 20 euros, and I also enjoyed a lot doing it. So I am very happy to have had the opportunity to do it myself because it makes you feel more satisfied. I will be linking down below, as I said, the tape that I used to reinforce the threading of this traveler's notebook, with the hope that I will be able to help you even better in doing your traveler's notebooks. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that I managed once again, as is always my objective, to inspire you and to give you a couple of more ideas about what to do, how you can use your craft material and things, and I hope that I have managed to help you also, as usual. So until next time, take care of yourselves and be well, be healthy, and be positive. So don't forget to subscribe, and bye.